Invite our valedictorian, Akshay to the podium. Akshay has been the recipient of the Superintendent's Award for Academics and recognized as the National Merit Finalist. He has also earned the status of National AP Scholar, having earned 5 on all his AP exams to date. In addition to the academic excellence that Akshay has demonstrated throughout his 4 years of high school, he is an accomplished member of our policy debate team and hopes to continue that in college. Akshay has also been a member of our varsity cross country and varsity track teams all 4 years of high school, a member of the Regional Youth Leadership Organization, president of the local chapter for Teach to Learn, and active in our science research program. I have never seen so many 100s on a transcript in my 8 years at Lakeland. After our prom this past Thursday evening, I can also add accomplished dancer to Akshay's list of accolades. Akshay will be attending Stanford University in the fall, where I know he will represent Lakeland High School with honor and pride. It is my pleasure to introduce Akshay Ramaswamy.
My diploma. As Drake once said, I'm way up, I feel blessed. It's a great time to be living in America right now. Same-sex marriage was legalized yesterday. The U.S. women's national team advanced to the semifinals of the World Cup. Yeah. Universal health care has been upheld. Actions on climate change are being taken. There's a lot of things. And my sister made me some very good pancakes this morning. But right now, an epidemic is also sweeping the nation, affecting thousands of students every year, viciously destroying motivation and performance. What I've described to you is a lethal, contagious disease known as senioritis. Other symptoms include laziness, irrational cravings to go to the beach, and severe narcolepsy. Students aren't the only victims. Parents, teachers, I'm looking at you, Mr. Lillis. And according to Stephen Colbert, even President Obama, he's not there, don't look, have been afflicted by this terrible, terrible disease. But today I have good news for you. I have found the cure, right here, and you'll all find out what it is at the end of this speech. When I first started writing this, I did what all kids do. I turned to my savior, Google. And after looking at speech after speech titled Funniest Valedictorian Speech of All Time, or Best Graduation Speech Ever, I realized something. It doesn't actually matter what I put in this speech. As long as I title it with a bunch of buzzwords, it's going to go viral on YouTube, and that is the most important thing. So everyone, when you go home, please look up and share. Coolest, funniest, tear-jerking, most inspirational valedictorian speech of all time. Ever. In all seriousness, I am honored to stand in front of you as this year's valedictorian. But being named as the person who performed best on score is a good example for how someone can be both a winner and a loser at the same time. Don't get me wrong, I'll be slapping down valedictorian on every single resume I make for the rest of my life. But lost my place. But there are so many talented graduates of this year's class who could be giving this speech right now. I'm lucky to have become friends with Jonathan Webb, one of the most musical and kindest students you will ever meet. You may know him by his stage name, Ed Sheeran. I've also gotten to know James Schwerner, who's currently at basic training and will be attending the United States Air Force Academy this fall. There's Amy Belfer, a little birdie who told me that she will be winning the Nobel Peace Prize one day. We also have Jared and Sloan Wimmer, who I'm surprised came to the county center today instead of Club Fit. And finally, we have Shaylin Gergenti. Shay, I'm not going to make any jokes about you. Please don't hurt me. I've had the help of some more classmates who asked to be recognized, but I didn't actually learn their real names over the past 4 years. So shout out to the tall kid, Jenga, Sanders, Diddy, Ags, BD, Bit, Barn Bots, and the GOAT. I also asked people if they'd be willing to donate money to the Akshay Ramaswamy Needs Money for College Fund to be mentioned in my speech. But unfortunately, I only had 2 takers, my mom and my sister, who actually took all the money and made her own campaign. Jokes aside, we really learned a lot over these 4 years, and I've truly made so many memories that I will never forget in high school. So I figured the best use of this speech would be to recap the amazing 4 years that we've had. Freshman year was a blur, but I would be remiss if I didn't mention our legendary run for 10th grade student government. Cleverly titled Jamars, the dream team of James Allen, Aaron Chang, Mike Lewis, Ricky Dizon, Shaw Max, and myself led an inspiring campaign, like really awesome field trips, and promising ping pong tables for the ping pong club, and chess tables for the chess club. And then, we found out that our only duty was to raise money for prom. As you might have guessed, we lost. But in hindsight, thank you all for not electing us, because the current GO, led by our student speaker, Matt Pedretti, has done an amazing job. The next year was sophomore year, but no one cares about that, so moving on. Junior year. The year when we all want to bang our heads on the wall we call standardized testing. And finally, that brings us to senior year, when Lakeland Nation came together as a class at our football games. We cheered so loud, we broke the bleachers twice. And if we can do that, we can literally do anything. We cheered over good news together, like Katniss Everdeen winning the Hunger Games. We even cried over tragedies together, like Zayn leaving One Direction. I get pretty emotional over that one. We really became a Lakeland family this year, regardless of our tier, and I hope that this is a bond that we can continue for years to come. Now, I am expected to make some comment about how great you will all do in the future. But to be honest, I am terrified of the future. I can't read in moving vehicles. I procrastinate way too much on Netflix. And I put the wow in wow. That guy does not know what he's doing up there. But I'll try my best to keep this next inspirational part short and sweet, because this is usually where everyone tends to zone out. First, I hope that you all use what you've been given here, a broad, public school education, to communicate with the humanity, compassion, and collective intelligence of the world. As said by Alex Urban, wherever you go, walk with purpose, like there's somewhere you have to be. Walk with importance, like you are someone people should already know. And walk with pride, because those are the people that others are going to follow. Most importantly, put your best foot forward in every endeavor that you do. Do things well, but then again, don't do things too well, or it may backfire, and you'll be forced to give a speech in front of over 1,000 people. The second thing that I have to say is that after today, after graduation, it's not going to get any easier. As Julian Huguet once said, you're going to have failures, but in the same way, you're going to have successes. Just remember that all of it is temporary. Nothing terrible lasts forever, so hang in there. And nothing worthwhile is permanent, so hang on to it. When times are tough, look to your loved ones who are in this room today supporting you, because they're the ones who are going to help you get through it. And when times are good, look to those same people, because they're the ones that make life worth living. I'd like to thank some of those people now, so please give a round of applause after each of the following. Thank you to the faculty and the staff. From the teachers and the counselors and the principals to the lunch ladies and the custodians for helping us graduate today. They, they truly want to see us succeed. Either that or they really want to get rid of us. Thank you to my classmates. For whatever you thought you did that was so special. You're all lovely, wonderful people, and I truly could have not made it through without you. Thank you to Google, SparkNotes, Yahoo Answers, and Wikipedia. That's a big thank you for helping me get to this stage today. Thank you to my science research mentor, Dr. Blitzer, who unfortunately is not here with us today. Don't get me wrong, he's alive and well. He just works in New York City. Thank you to my grandparents, who have come all the way from India to see graduation today, and who still beat me in badminton to this day. Thanks to all the family friends who are here to support me. Thank you to my sister, who will be coming to Lakeland High School next year. If there are any underclassmen guys in the crowd, don't mess with her, because I have a black belt in Taekwondo. Last and definitely the most, thank you to my mom, who I really don't thank enough for all that she does for me. I have one last piece of advice. Always finish what you have started. So with that being said, Ms. Yursh, can you give me a hand in finishing my speech? The only known cure to senioritis is graduation. Congratulations, class of 2015, we made it.